More family fun and frolics tonight at 8 p.m. on The Benny Hill Show. But first, it's our friendly Thamesmen.
Oh, 2023.
Oh, who would have thought we'd survive 2022?
Who thought we'd ever get through 2021? We started this channel when we were extremely drunk in COVID. And then everyone went back to work sober. And here we still are.
Oh, we're still here. But I'm sober today.
Happy. Wait a minute. Hello, everyone. My name's Alex. I'm in San Francisco.
I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles after getting stuck in the mountains, as some of you may have seen in a video.
You did. Did you have a good? We can have a quick wibble before we get to the music. Did you have a good Christmas? Good ski?
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I was up. So I was in the Sierra Nevada mountains. I was at a place called Mammoth, and it snowed like buggery. It was just so much snow. Like I had to dig my car out. I had to get a shovel and I had to dig it out. It was incredible. So it was fun.
Yeah, it reminds me of when we went skiing up there. Talking of which, I was making onion soup today, and for my father-in-law who's vegetarian, and I said, "What stock shall I use?" And my wife said, "I'll just use beef stock." And I said, he's vegetarian. And she goes, it doesn't matter. It does matter. I got caught once before doing that with you up in
Mammoth.
I'm up in Mammoth with Nick, I tell you. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're ever making onion soup, as you have a vegetarian friend, keep your morals. Use vegetable stock.
If you're a vegetarian and you're at Alex's house and he offers you onion soup, don't eat it. That's the other lesson.
Lesson learnt, I tell you.
Lesson learnt.
Well, it's onions.
So you're trying to overwhelm the meatiness with a very strong vegetable. Is that the plan?
He called me out.
He did call you out, yeah, because he knows you.
It was good soup.
It was
anyway, what track are we going to kick the new year 2023 out?
Well, this is actually, something. When we started this channel, Alex's, as his CB radio handle is known, Mr. Pink Floyd, he is a huge fan of Pink Floyd. So we did a lot of Pink Floyd tracks, and we love Pink Floyd. We absolutely do. And then one of our subscribers, Richard, who has one of the best internet handle names, what is it? Incomplete Sentience, which I think is brilliant.
I don't think that's an internet handle name. I think that's just a username. Internet handle names makes them sound like he's a greasy trucker on the internet. You know what I mean? Honk, honk. What's your handle there, 210?
He might be. I'm incomplete sentience. I'm coming down the 405. I'm barreling down the 405 with a load of logs.
You think he's a wagon jockey with the name Richard Incomplete Sentience.
I mean, there are lots of wagon jockeys called Richard. I think you're being a bit
it's
like
not the Richard. It's not the Richard. It's the Incomplete Sentience. I don't think it works for truckers.
Now the thing about I think Incomplete Sentience is the cut. Now I'm a great lover of sci-fi. I love good sci-fi books like Ian M. Banks and people like that. And they have a tradition in all those sort of books where they give their spaceships really crazy names. Like I can't think of one off the top of my head. But
I'm going to ask you now, or what would be your spaceship name?
Better on a Tuesday. They have weird names like that. They have so Incomplete Sentience would be a clever sort of AI managed spaceship name,
but not a trucker's name. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're not gonna get a trucker who's a night jockey on an 18-wheeler hauling some logs. He is not going to be called Incomplete Sentience. He's going to be called Rubber Ducky.
I think no one's called Rubber Ducky. That was the film Convoy. That wasn't real life.
It was real life. One of the best theme tunes ever.
I love that film. I've watched that film so many times.
When was the last time you watched it?
Actually, a long time ago. I think maybe we should do like a reaction to Convoy. That'd be fun.
If anyone wants us to do a reaction to Convoy, first of all, the tune, please, MC McCoy, absolutely brilliant, please. And second of all, the whole film, do it. I'm up for that.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Anyway. We're getting lost with Richard the Incomplete Sentience, a.k.a. Rubber Ducky.
Yeah, and anyway, so, sorry, I got totally sidetracked. So he suggested David Gilmour, Fat Old Son, live at Pompeii, and he's got some beautifully written notes that go with it. And should I read the notes?
Yeah, you do the words, because I only butcher them to pieces.
You add your own interpretation to them, I think. It's like an art. It's like an artist who takes something and shapes it in their own way. That's what you do with words.
Well, that's a nice way of saying dyslexic.
It is. It is kind of.
Yeah. You tell that to all the little kids who are trying to work out if there's a dog at night.
I think that doesn't count. Anyway, these lovely notes. Anyway, if Roger Waters is correct, I can't speak now, is correctly considered the thematic intellect behind the iconic band Pink Floyd, then surely in David Gilmour must rest its sentience and pure emotion. Their disagreements regarding the artistic direction of the band post The Wall album are legendary. However, in addition to fracturing the band into two camps, it served to cause the same effect amongst its very loyal fans, which is very true. The purists who believe Waters and its angst to be wholly responsible for Floyd's success are definitively the most vocal and the rest. Most vocal and the rest.
And the rest.
I see. So thank you for your help. And the rest, swept off their feet by Gilmour's haunting and beautiful guitar solos, who see the beauty in pain, the satisfaction in longing, are happy to give Roger his due, but their heart belongs to Gilmour. There can be no better example than Gilmour's last Floyd song, written entirely by him, Fat Old Son, from the Atom Heart Mother album, an idyllic pastoral rumination on what late summer offers the senses, and a perfect look into how Gilmour views the world. In 2016, Gilmour's solo tour for his most recent album, Rattle That Lock, included a stop at Pompeii's amphitheatre, which has only been allowed to be used for a rock concert twice, once in October 1971 for the filming of Pink Floyd live at Pompeii, and again for Gilmour's solo tour. Gilmour's Fat Old Son solo includes a frenetic strumming technique not used in the album version or previous solo tours that invigorates his band and sends the crowd into gleeful applause.
That's so... Richard, thank you very much. We had a little banter back and forward on email, and nice to meet another Pink Floyd head, as he said. He's absolutely right. There's one camp that said Barrett. Without Barrett, you don't have Pink Floyd. The other side, which says, nah, without Roger Waters was Pink Floyd. He did The Wall. He did all the anxiety. His father died and all that. And without Waters, you got no Pink Floyd. And the other camp, which is absolutely right, which is Gilmour. And Gilmour now owns a name with Nick Mason. There are three Pink Floyds. For me, Gilmour's thread all the way through of just pure intelligence. It's Gilmour. I just recently saw Roger Waters live. He's still got the angst. But for me, it's always been Gilmour. It's always been the emotion of Gilmour that he plays with.
So you're a Gilmour man. Nice.
I'm a Gilmour man.
I'm a Gilmour man. A Gilmour girl.
A Gilmour bend.
So we have a check, because I can't wait to hear this. I have not heard this version. Sounds fantastic. So
right. So this is Fat Old Son. Dave Gilmour wrote from early on. Atom Mother Heart was a very, very early on album, and the guitar work. Oh my God, it's breathtaking.
Excellent. All right. Are we ready then?
Count me in, big boy.
Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Sounds great.
When that fat old sun in the sky is falling, summer evening birds are calling. Summer Sunday and distant bells, new mown grass smells so sweet. By the river, holding hands, roll me up and lay me down. And if you sing, don't make a sound. Pick your feet up off the ground. And if you hear, as the warm night folds, a silver sound in a tongue so strange, sing to me, sing to me. When that fat old sun in the sky is falling, summer evening birds are calling. Children's laughter in my ears. The last sunlight disappears. And if you sing, don't make a sound. Lift your feet up off the ground. And if you hear, as the warm night folds, a silver sound in a tongue so strange, sing to me, sing to me.
Lovely.
Oh. Oh my God! Only Gilmour could do that.
He is brilliant, isn't he? You know, that song had so many elements to it. You know, it just started off like he said, like a sort of like the old summer's day kind of thing, and then it built up after that keyboard solo, which was lovely. You know,
So they're faster guitarists. There are shredders. There are slow guitarists. There are acoustic. I think he is still the premier guitarist in the world, because his tune, when he does a solo, he's not just, you whistle his solos. They have hooks and they have the repeats. He plays with emotion. He makes you feel sad. He makes you feel happy. He makes you feel all excited. And he plays with pure intelligence
and touch. You know, he's got such good sort of control over the sort of different, elements. You know, it's so natural to him, or it seems.
Yeah, he wrote that in his 20s.
Really?
He said for years he was highly embarrassed of his voice.
Oh, really?
And I love his voice. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it stands out, you know.
And just an absolute class band all the way around him. They have Pratt on the bass. He's been with Pink Floyd for years. They had the drummers from Crosby, Stills and Nash. He stole it from them.
Oh, really?
Absolutely sound guy. I mean, a world-class guitarist, band all around him. And when you watch the video of them on tour, he only picked places he really wanted to tour. So he didn't do any big stadiums, and he didn't ice hockeys. He just did castles. And he did Gdansk shipyard.
Yeah.
He did amphitheaters and Roman temples.
Wow, what a life, huh? Isn't that the coolest thing? You know, isn't
that just
well?
great?
Why not? I think he's earned the right to do that. If you can, why the hell not? You know,
That's the one guy that if he came and did another tour, and hopefully he's got a tour left in him, that I would fly around the world to see him.
Yeah, I think that'd be you can hope, because that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah. Well, listen,
that sounded great as well. I mean, you know, the one of the little technical changes we made at Thamesmen HQ is we managed to get ourselves some in-ear monitors, because we wanted just to be able to hear things better. And it's like the sounds injected into your head. It is like you could hear every nuance there. It was fantastic. You know,
so great.
Brilliant.
Well, Richard, the sentient trucker.
It was Rubber Ducky.
That was the best way to kick off 2023. And if people want more, we are. If people would like to subscribe, we're doing Odds and Sods Week, where we do 3 tracks a week out of different bands, and then we do curated weeks where we focus down on one artist, and we go for 5 tracks in 5 days, and they're all fed from our community. So yeah, if you'd like to subscribe, we've got a lot coming up, and this year ahead, it's going to be. We've got a lot of plans.
Shall I read out a quick list of what we're hoping to do in terms of our curated weeks?
Yeah, these are weeks that have been curated and coming up. Have been, as I said, curated by our community.
And you know they are coming, and we've announced some of them, and it takes time, but they are on the list. The work is being done. We are putting it together, and so in no particular order. This is in no particular order, viewers. So we're going to do a second Canada week, number 2, I believe.
That for you, Brian.
We're coming.
You know who you are, Brian.
But it's sometime this year, I think. Sometime. We'll do it. We're going to do it. And then here's an interesting one. We're going to do an Aussie special based around the Sunbury Music Festival. Wow. So that's a special we're going to be doing. So, because I believe it's a significant anniversary coming up for that. So that's something to come up to. Carole King, I think it's going to be a really interesting one. We are also busily working to do a Nightwish week. And I know I said it before. We just want to, it's obviously there's a lot of pressure to make sure we get the right tracks, and we'll probably get them wrong. But anyway, we can do that. And then Neil Finn, a week of Neil Finn.
Who's Neil Finn?
Who's Neil Finn? Oh, Wasn't he Crowded House and all that lot? Yeah,
I don't know. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
I don't know who's put that together. So if you want to email us, probably down the bottom you'll see the email. So send us a line of what you would like to do, and then you'll work with Chris, the curator, who is like the brains behind the operation. We're just the buffoons up front getting fed peanuts.
We're obviously the good-looking talent. That's what we are.
Well, bottom of the barrel, I seem to have mentioned. I heard rattling around bottom of the barrel, odds and sods, buffoons.
Well, we can live with that. That's very nice things for people to say about us, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. You should have heard what they wanted to say.
You should see what they say in Russian.
Oh my God, the Russians hate us. Excellent. All right. Well, come with us on the journey for 23. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, Rubber Ducky, for that's your new name, by the way, for promoting that one. What a way to kick off. And see you on the flip side.
Like and subscribe, and see you there.
Ciao.